Hello! So for 8 months I've been growing some of these chilli plants in an attempt to grow the longest chilli for a longest chilli growing challenge. Have I managed to grow some that are long enough? Let's find out. I'm Gang Gang, welcome to the channel Gang Gang and Peanuts, 2 peas in a pod. So back at the start of the year I planted the seeds for the Joe's Long Chilli, because I'm taking part in the longest chilli growing challenge that's being hosted by Jason over at Allotment of the Dead, and I'll put a link to Jason's channel in the description of this video down below. Now these chilli plants have really started to come into their own for the last 6 weeks, and I've got some fantastic long chillies growing on here that started off green and they're now turning red. But the big question is, do I have one that's long enough to win? I don't know, but I do have 1 or 2 that are quite long. Let me show you. Now these chillies I've never grown before, and I have tasted 1 or 2 and they are really very nice. The Joe's Long variety is excellent. I've even given some away to neighbours when they want to make a spicy meal. Now as you can see, they all look really good, and the trick now is to find the longest one among all of these. Let me start having a search around. So I've got the tape measure. Let's have a look, see if I can find something that's reasonable. Not too bad. Oh yeah, there's a likely looking one. Yeah, that is quite a length. That is quite good. What about that one? I think that's the one over there. So I'm going to cut this free. I'm going to measure it properly. Now, as well as the chillies, I thought I would just show you at the same time, I have these. These are some really nice peppers that are starting to turn red. And this one is grown from the seeds from a supermarket pepper, which I thought I'd plant the seed and see what happened as an experiment. And they've been very successful. I've also got some that are called King of the North, and it's the first time I've grown them because the seeds were sent to me by Paul, one of my subscribers. So Paul, thank you very much. And if you can see at the back here, I have some more chillies, and these are called Bikino Red, and they are a prolific looking chilli plant. I also have these chillies growing, and this is an Anaheim footlong, and these were given to me as a gift in a grow your own footlong chilli presentation box. So I'm growing them and they're coming on quite well also. And if you can see over at the back here, I have some of these chillies. These look fantastic. These are called Cherry Bomb, and they really do have a bit of a kick to them. So that's just some of the other chillies and peppers that I'm growing along with the Joe's Long. Anyway, let's see how long it is. Now, as I mentioned, these chillies have been growing since the very start of the year, and I started them off in my propagator with some heat and some light, and that gave them a really good start. And gradually they've been moved on from a smaller pot, initially a 4-inch pot, right up to these 10-litre pots. And at each stage I've added either vermiculite or perlite to the mix, and I've also added some feed. And when they were young plants, I fed them with a liquid seaweed feed. And this is the result, and I'm pretty pleased. So let me get this chilli that I think is going to be the winner. There we are. I'm going to measure it now. Where's that tape measure? So here we are, the moment of truth. These are the 3 longer ones. This one in the middle appears to be the longest. So if I move those away, I'm going to measure this one. If I lay the tape measure out next to it, you can see that that is approximately 30 centimetres long, or 12 inches. So that's another foot long chilli. So there we are, a 12-inch or a 30-centimetre chilli from the variety Joe's Long. And I've got to say, I'm quite pleased with that, especially as I've never grown this variety before. Now I'd also like to say a big thank you to Jason, that's Jason from Allotment of the Dead, and say thank you very much for organising it. It's been really good fun and I've learned a lot this season about growing chillies. Now I hope that you are successful growing your chillies, although not as successful as me if you're taking part in the challenge. Anyway, that's it from me. If you enjoyed the video, please give us a thumbs up, leave a comment, let me know how you're doing, or click the subscribe button and come along and join the channel and see what we get up to. So, I'm Gang Gang. This is Gang Gang and Peanuts, 2 peas in a pod, and as ever, until next time, take care. Bye.